how did you get us into all of them?
Your dad was a big part of finding, different teams and things like that. But we always wanted you to just have a great time, have fun, keep busy. When you're moving, you're not getting in any trouble. Whatever sport you like, if you like, contact sports, and do that. If you like sports that are, playing badminton or whatever, do that. It's like you have to love what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to want to play.
Mommy, growing up, what was the one sport you loved watching us play the most, though? Like, what was the most exciting one for you as a parent watching?
Yeah. Obviously, the most exciting was team sports, where hockey was a blast because it was constantly moving. So you could watch things. There was no stopping. It was, jumping off over the, the boards. You just were going all the time. So you were out there a lot.
You always had to keep an eye on us, too, in case we were going to throw our cups at you.
Yeah.
Very true.
But it was just, I loved doing that because I paid attention to you and I got to watch you grow and blossom in hockey. But I also liked baseball. Because in baseball, you would be up to bat maybe once, maybe twice, and you would catch the ball maybe once or twice, unless you were the pitcher or the catcher, which Jason was. So he was constantly out there because he was catching and throwing, pitching.
They only put me on the mound when we hated the other team and they wanted to see me just strike fear into kids.
Yeah, and throw the ball like this close to their nose. Yeah, but I enjoyed the parents at those sports. Baseball, the parents were just awesome.
Mom was always in the right field in the baseball games, having a comedy hour with all the other mothers on the team.
We were always telling jokes and laughing. It was great. And then they're like, wait a minute, my son's up to bat.
Yeah.
Mom, what do you think is the key to getting kids to enjoy sports? What did you used to do to try and get us to have fun or get us into new activities?
You were the ones that drove it. It wasn't us. You drove it. You said what you liked, what you wanted to do. If you wanted to be in a play, you were in a play. If you wanted to do swim cadets, you did swim cadets. It's like we just went along for the ride. You guys drove everything. And that's the way it should be. Parents should stay out of it. They shouldn't push their kids into things they don't want to do. They're going to have a wonderful childhood. If they love what they do, they're going to get good at it. So that's as simple as that.
You guys did a great job of introducing sports. Like I remember Jason started playing football in middle school, and I was always 2 steps behind. So I was in 5th grade while he was in 7th grade. Yeah. And he was starting to play football, and I was like, man, I want to play football. I remember Dad took me down to Heights Tigers tryouts, and I saw how many kids were trying out for the football team at that age, and I was just overwhelmed with like not knowing anybody and understanding like as a kid you kind of want to play sports with your friends or people that you know and things like that. And you guys always found teams where we knew the kids on the team.
Well, definitely we would check out who the coaches were, what the parents, what parents were there, who was involved, if there were a bunch of parents that were involved or there were a bunch of parents that weren't involved. It's really important because as children grow up, they're not going to tell you anything. They're going to tell their friends stuff, and they're going to get to their friends' parents and talk to them. So I think you just want to surround your children with a huge group of individuals that are of like minds. So
I remember I was in middle school and I was playing for a new baseball team called CBA, Cleveland Baseball Academy. Yeah. And the academy was very like respectable in the baseball community in Cleveland. And I thought that my talent was there, but it also said that I had to maintain a GPA of 3.0 to stay on the team. And I looked at my dad after the tryouts and I was like, Dad, I think I could play on this team, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can keep up this whole 3.0 GPA. Yeah. And so I ended up just cheating the system because when you're good at sports, they want you on the team.
Mom, what if there's a kid you had? Let's say we had a third brother.
If we had a third brother, Oh my.
You have a third brother named Dale.
Yeah.
And Dale didn't like sports and he didn't want to do anything but sit in the house all day. Would you just let Dale sit in the house all day and not play sports or do anything extracurricular?
I would try to find something that they like to do, anything to get them out of the house, whether it was maybe they wanted to be a long distance runner. Maybe they were just like,
this kid wants to do nothing. He's got no motivation, no friends. Hypothetical.
Oh, wow. That's a rough one. Because you have to take a look at personalities too. I mean, you can't force somebody to do something. You have to find something they're going to like.
Why not?
No, they got it.
Your parents, of course you can. You're a mom. You can force them to do whatever you want.
All you can do is give them opportunity to find things that they like to do. So keep trying. You can lead them to water. Keep trying.
You can lead them.
They're not just at the house doing anything, Jason. They're into something.
You just, it's important, for social.
If it's video games, take them down to the arcade. See if they got what it takes to
socially
beat everyone else.
Because that's how everything is run in this world, is on teams. It's like,
well, right now.
Yeah, true.
Wait till AI takes over.
Yeah, I know. We're even going to have surgeries. I think you can find, what your kid likes to do. I think parents know what they like. So you just have to direct them in that way. Try to get them help. Let's say they're a musician. Get them some music lessons. Try to find out what they really, really like.
Passion is.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's feed that passion.
All right, can we get to
let's get to
the next question. What do you got,
2 years apart is different than 3 years apart.
It is. Yeah, that's a rough one. I don't think you cultivate anything. I think the dynamic of the family is the dynamic of the family. I didn't try to force anything. I didn't try to steer it in any way. I think kids are born with certain characteristics. I think some parents take too much credit for their children's success and for their failures.
I don't.
I do.
It's all on you. If you got a shithead kid, it's on the parents. You got 2 Hall of Fame NFL playing kids. It's all on the parents.
No,
you got to have it both ways, Mom.
You know what, Mom? I think it's on the older sibling. I think eventually you gotta let the older sibling know. I think that's what you and Dad did a great job of. Is that you forced Jason to be my friend, and by doing this, Jason would then just torture me. He would find fun ways to say we're playing together, but in reality, like playing together with Jason was, hey, Travis, you want to go be the goalie outside so I could just rip slap shots at you in the driveway? Like, yeah, of course I want to play with you.
Oh, man, our garage door was like pockmarked.
Family activities always wins.
I truly believe that children, no matter who the parent is, if they want something bad enough, it's going to happen. They just have to have a drive. Some kids are born with that are driven. Some kids aren't. All we gave you was opportunity. You guys ran with it. We followed what you wanted, what you thought was good. Unless it was against the law, we'd let you do pretty much, whatever you thought would be fun.
You guys help motivate it as well by having good family values.
Unquestionably. I'm going to disagree heavily with what my mother is saying right now. I think that if you want 2 brothers to love each other, as parents, you need to go above and beyond to make sure that both kids feel like they're getting loved and attention in the same amounts. And encourage the brothers when they celebrate each other. I think that, like, for me, I think a lot of the siblings that I know that aren't close, or the ones that feel like they have like fractured relationships, a lot of those feel like there's like a competitiveness to the relationship with their siblings that, quite frankly, Travis and I just have never felt. And I think you and Dad both did a great job our entire lives of like taking me to Travis's games to watch him play, having Trav come to my games to watch me play. Like, there was a concerted effort by both of you to not only celebrate both of us, but to have each of us celebrate our brother. Right.
Yeah,
and I think that's the answer personally. And you have to,
that's a good point.
It's going to be competitive naturally. You want to be competitive. And then you have to have dad tell the older one or mom tell the older one to lose sometimes to make the younger one feel better. Sometimes it's got to happen. You're just going to have to bite your tongue,
This guy.
No, that never happened.
Can't fool me. I just learned how to flank. You can't fool me.
He got better because you wouldn't let him win. So
that's what I tell myself. Travis is so much better than me because I beat the shit out of him all the time growing up. All right.
But then you also reveled in each other's wins. I mean, you were happy when Travis won. You were there rooting him on.
Still am.
It went both ways, so.
For sure. Happy when I lost too. It was crazy.
No, I mean, sometimes when I knew you needed it. All right, here we go, Brandon. What's the next one?
That was gold.
And you have to have a good sense of humor too.
What's the next one? What have we got? First,
I wouldn't even know where to go with that.
It's hard.
I know several of my friends allowed their kid to go where their boyfriend was going, vice versa. But
did it work out?
Never.
No.
Not once.
It was always,
not once.
Sometimes, one of my friends got married right out of high school, and they're still married. So you never know.
Nice. There you go. Happens sometimes.
Sometimes it's your, it's your person.
Did they go to college though, or did they stay?
No, they never did.
Yeah. See, that's a sheltered individual getting married out of high school and just staying that way.
What? It's not how it works, Jason.
Kidding.
Not everybody has to go to college. Yeah.
College is a decision you have to make for yourself. It is a selfish decision that you have to make for the future of whatever career or lane that you want to take in life. And I know it's got to be tough to have, a loved one that might be doing something completely different.
Yeah, clearly mom does not like this girl. Mom doesn't like the girl.
Why isn't she wanting to go to where you're going to college? Like, is there a trade-off here? I don't know. I think nobody should go to a school to follow somebody else other than how I went to Cincinnati to go there because of Jason. I don't think anybody should go to college to follow somebody else. I think they should go there for the values that they see are going to be best fitting for them.
I think you're dealing, I agree 1,000% with Travis. And I think that's what you have to say to your son as well. If you say I'm not letting you go to school, it's not going to work out. Is it?
Nope. No, you don't want to say that. But here's the thing.
At the end of the day,
go ahead.
You got it, Mom. I'm not going to interrupt you.
I think that if you're going to do the same thing and go to a college and have the same friends around you, you're never going to have any growth. Okay? You're never going to be able to be on your own and try to figure things out on your own. You're always going to have somebody there beside you to help you through all those decisions. But when you go to college, you're usually totally on your own. And you do not have anyone there. You just kind of fail, and then you win. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you have little setbacks. There's adversity. You have to work through it. That's why I don't think it's a good idea for being at home when you're going to college or being close. I think people should go as far away as they possibly can, so that's my viewpoint. I think that you grow more when you're away from people that are with you all the time.
I don't disagree with that, but I think you can't get into the idea that you're going to force your kid to not go to college somewhere. I just think it's not going to work.
No.
You got to approach it from
That's how you get Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly. That's right. That's right. You got to do what Trav said, which is basically just explain to them, listen, you go to college to learn and get a degree. You don't go to college so you can be with other people. That's not why you go to college. If you want to do that, just don't go to college and go live wherever that person's that's not the reason you choose to go to a college.
No.
And I would say this to the person, if it's meant to be with you and this person, college will not be the thing that separates you two. If you go into a different school ends up breaking your relationship, that shit wasn't going to last anyway, brother. It was going to be over sooner or later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's a hard one though.
Mom, did you not like any of our Travis or I's girlfriends or my girlfriend, now wife?
Jason, you really didn't bring a lot of ladies home.
Yeah, no, we got it, Mom. Okay.
You dated, but I didn't know any of them. So it's the same thing with Trav. I met one or two, but I didn't know anybody that you guys were dating. I knew nothing of anybody that you guys were dating in college. You told me zero.
Zero, yeah. What did you think of? Okay, here we go. Let's just move on to the
You were too busy. Did you have any time at all to date? I don't know.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I had plenty of time. I had absolutely zero game, and I looked like an overweight Oompa Loompa. That's why I didn't have any girlfriends.
Overweight?
Well, I guess in high school I wasn't.
No.
I just sucked at talking to women for whatever reason.
Well, you changed, so that's good.
I don't know if I did.
You've always been the coolest kid.
Donna Kelce recently got fans buzzing with excitement after hinting at some big future plans for her son, Travis Kelce, and global pop superstar Taylor Swift. During a light-hearted family conversation, Donna reflected on raising Travis and his brother Jason Kelce, sharing how she always believed kids should follow their passions and enjoy what they love. But what really caught fans' attention was the growing excitement around the couple's future. With Travis and Taylor's relationship stronger than ever, many fans are now wondering what the next chapter might look like. Sources close to the Kelce family suggest that Donna would absolutely love to see the couple start a family one day, and even hopes it could happen before 2027. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the idea of Travis and Taylor becoming parents has already sent Swifties and NFL fans into a frenzy. For now, the couple seems focused on their careers and enjoying their time together. But if Donna's excitement is anything to go by, the Kelce family might be dreaming about tiny footsteps and a brand new generation sooner than fans expect.